Hello guys and welcome to Yarelina's Reborn Nursery. I didn't want to fix my hair, and when I have my hair that I just wash it, I put it in this, and I don't want to fix it. It's Sunday, I'm recording on Sunday, and I want to do a fitting video with Jayden and put him in something very pretty that my friend over at Breeze Nursery gifted to me in a Happy Meal. It is a Peter Rabbit set, and here is the booties for soft shoes. So that's what I'm going to put on him. But first we're going to fit him because in a long time I haven't made a fitting video with him.
3, 2, 1.
Well guys, today is a very different day of my Sundays. Usually my Sundays are not this quiet, but when it is, I didn't notice I have the same color of him, and I have him with a pacifier with a lubricant, so that's why I will not put lubricant in the bottle. And this bottle is a glass bottle that I got from Kellen's box opening. So it's the same artist. If you're new to this channel, this is Jayden, and he was painted by Miss Serenity Smith, and he's the it's not Jayden, his name is Jayden in my collection, but his sculpt name is Everett by Don Donofrio. So guys, my Sundays has been a little bit different, but you know, I'm enjoying it, and usually they're not this quiet, but it has been a very bad weather here in Puerto Rico. That has been raining a lot, and that's why we cannot do a lot. And right now it stopped raining, and this is a little drop of sun that we have during the day today. So you know, it's nice and I'm enjoying it. So the topic for today is about clothing and prices. Do you like or you prefer cheap clothing, or you prefer expensive clothing? Well, I will answer mine taste or my take on it, because of course I cannot speak for everybody, but you guys can tell me in the comments, or you can make a video if you like. Well, again, I will talk about me. I was going to say who don't like expensive quality clothing, but yeah, I do love expensive quality. It doesn't have to be expensive, but I can feel the quality. You know, I love that type of clothing, but the reality, guys, is that I also prefer, and not prefer, but I like also the non-expensive or cheaper outfits or cheaper brands, just because I like to, when I can, do it and buy something very expensive for them and something special, something personalized. Of course, I love that, but at the same time, I have to take in consideration my budget. So sometimes I can, and sometimes I can't. So the times that I can't buy something expensive, I'm happy to put them in something from Carter's and something even cheaper, sometimes that I found on clearance when I'm at Burlington, Marshalls, you name it. So I like and I enjoy those type of brands, you know, cheaper brands. But at the same time, when I like to do something personalized or something needed is a little bit expensive, I have looked into other pages where, you know, I took a cloth to fit him, but I don't know where I put it. But you know, I have looked into other brands that I really liked, but I was like, here is the cloth. So I was like enjoying seeing it, but I was like at the same time like $50 for one blouse. It's just, it's a lot of money, you know. And one thing that I noticed with my collection is that I have, let me see if I can put him in a way that you can see him. We'll see. I'm against the light, but anyways, The thing is that I have different sizes. I have 3 boys, and one is preemie, one is newborn, and he's 0 to 3. So it's 3 sizes. So if I want to do something matching, the same outfit matching 3 times, it's expensive. That's one thing, that I have different sizes, and I have to take that in consideration. Like, if I want to buy something expensive and I have to buy for different babies because they cannot share it because they are different sizes, it's a little bit trickier. But with cheaper brands, let's say, I can have something colorful, something that I really like. I'm trying for you to see his little face, but it's complicated. So yeah, I love to buy something expensive, something special, but at the same time, I like when I can stay in budget and I can have different clothes, because you guys, I have a lot of clothing. To my mom's perspective, when she comes here, she's like, I don't know what you're keeping. You keep buying doll clothing or baby clothing because you have a lot of stuff. And for her, it's a lot of stuff. I don't feel I have a lot of stuff because I don't want to repeat, especially when I'm on YouTube. This is a PJ that I have put on him, I don't know how many times, but not to do a changing video and put him in the same outfits that you guys have seen it. So for me, it's not fun. So I love to have something new, different for them, and stay in budget. I like that. And if I can do that with expensive brands and stay in budget, or have it in a clearance or something like that, I will be more happy. But the case is that it's difficult, or sometimes we fall in love with a set or an outfit that is just over the top pricey. So yeah, I do prefer to stay in budget right now at this moment. Sometimes, guys, we'll think on our collections, and sometimes I think like I should have one doll, and just dress that one doll, and that way I can afford to do a lot, things more pricier and special for her. But at the same time, I love to have more dolls. You know what? I never thought I would have so many, because I always said, like, at the beginning, like 4 or 6. And right now I have 4 silicones, which is crazy. And, guys, I really love the different faces. I love them for different reasons. And he has a tiger. Look at this, guys. He has a tiger outfit, a tiger without sleeve onesie. Let's try to grab this big boy to you guys. He's super heavy. I don't remember how many pounds he is, but he's like 10 pounds or so. This is Jayden. And sometimes I think on putting armatures on him for him to stay his hands, in the place that I want to be. But, I would like to put armatures on my babies. I was talking to a friend about that, the armatures. But, you know what? I also like when they are floppy. But, yeah, I'm considering to put armatures on a couple of my babies. So, let me move you guys. Okay, I hope you guys can see there. So, yeah, I do think on, sometimes simplifying myself and just keep one doll, but I know I can't. Once I have them, it's hard to let them go. These babies are so, we're so emotional about these babies. So I really like this outfit, this shirt. I don't remember if I paid like $5, and it was 3 shirts, Winnie the Pooh shirts. And I love them, having something, a Disney outfit with, some characters that I like. I really like that. But I really also like the expensive brands, which the quality is better. They last forever and a day. because it's a bit better quality. So let me show you first. It's a Peter Rabbit shirt that my dear friend over Riri's nursery, she gifted to me. And this is a cloth diaper, and I imagine I can shrink it a little bit more. And it has a hat, like a khaki cream hat, and the shoes, or the soft shoes. I really love this. I was dying to try this on him. Oh, and the bracelet. Oh, I just forgot about this. The bunny bracelet. Oh, so excited to put it on him. So yeah. So in my opinion, I like both things. I like the expensive brands, and I like, especially if I can have it in budget. If money was not an issue, I will prefer the expensive quality, but I wish you guys could see, and YouTube will not flag me for showing his privates, because I think it's one of the features that are more realistic about him. He's just like a real boy. He's like a real boy, guys. You won't imagine. He's so realistic, even in those private parts. Not only the sculpting, but also the painting. Both things combined, just awesome. Let me see if I can put it this way and shrink it a little bit, because he's a big boy, so shouldn't be an issue. So yeah, tell me your opinion. Tell me if you like the high-end brand clothing, or you prefer both, or you prefer the cheaper ones, just because sometimes the cheaper ones, you can put something different. I'm a little bit scared sometimes with super cheap brands, just in the matter of the dye going into the doll, like, or something like that. But when I refer to cheaper brands, it's like normal brands, not high-end brands, like Carter's. Even H&M is, I believe, is in the cheaper side. It's not cheap, but it's in the cheaper price. You can, I think H&M and Carter are similar price points. At least when I went here in Puerto Rico in person, and I saw, I was like, oh, this is not super expensive. There's things are more expensive. They have more stuff, but they are in the affordable price too. It's not too crazy. It's about the same of Carter's price. And I really like it. I like the fit. But sometimes I have certain brands or certain clothing that I have that is like over the top with the quality, that are not here in Puerto Rico, is overseas. But I really like the feeling of it, how thick it is, how soft it is. So those kind of things, I really liked it. But when it's time to buy, and I have to consider that I have 4 different sizes and genders, because Journey is 0 to 3, but is a girl. He's 0 to 3, he's a boy, so they cannot share clothing unless it's something neutral. So yeah, I really like both things. If I can have the price point that I like, have it on clearance, and it's expensive or better quality, I could say, I love that. But at the same time, if I can have something cheap for them that is not going to be super bad quality because it's not going to damage them or something. I have a hair here. Let me see if I can remove it. Okay. So yeah, tell me in the comments what you guys prefer. What you guys think. I was looking for Jacob's an outfit for Jacob, PJs or something, because his preemie is a little bit harder for me to find clothing for him. And I found, oh my goodness, should I put it here or here? I think in the closed fist. So I found this brand. I don't know if it's a good brand or not, but the prices are reasonable. It's not super cheap, but it's not super pricey. So, you know, I love the baby clothing because it was vintage and all that. So hopefully I will make an order just for Jacob to try it, because it's a brand that I have never tried before, and we will see. But of course I will share with you guys. Oh my goodness, aunties, look how handsome. So I'm going to wrap his hair to put the hat, and that is something that I always do with my, I was going to say my kids, my babies, rooted babies. So this is what I do, especially because I fixed his hair like 2 days ago, and he still can have his hair decent if I don't bother him too much. So I love the curls, but you know, we'll put the hat, and I put this not in the face, not in the ears, just in the hair. And he will keep his curls, and they were being a little bit more down, but he will still have his curls once I remove this. So I'm going to put the hat. Let me remove this scarf. This is a satin scarf that my friend sent with him because she was his first mommy. Second, because the artist having in her collection for a while, and then she sold him. Oh my goodness, aunties. What do you guys think? In his Peter Rabbit, and he has Peter Rabbit soft toy too. He's such a big boy. I really love this size of baby. I love the size. Let me see if you look better here. No. Okay. What you guys think? He's fighting with the pacifier because he has a tongue, and sometimes the tongue get on the way and fights a little bit with the pacifier. Oh my goodness, I love it. So anyways, guys, this is a very light topic. I have 2 other topics and a tag that I want to go into, but I have to really sit down and answer in my mind, at least, you know, to have an idea, because I have the questions, but you know, if not, I start rambling. Oh my gosh, on these. So anyways, please guys, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys prefer? If you prefer to buy a lot of cheap, non-expensive or more affordable price clothing, or you prefer just to have a couple of pieces of very high-end and expensive clothes, because we all like the quality. I think the part we all struggle is to stay in budget. These dolls are expensive enough to us to be also buying specific stuff for them that is even more expensive, So that's my take on it. That's how I like to do it. But from time to time, you will see I buy things that are expensive, but mostly I like to stay in budget and have them with something new. So anyways, I hope you like this video. I don't like to cover his feet just because I love this baby's feet, but this is so cute. He looks so comfortable there. So anyways, I hope you like him. Please let me know in the comments, and if you want to do a video, you are welcome to do it. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you on to the next video. Bye bye.